You know, I'm not her. I'm not your Galatea or your Eurydice, alright? I'm not the person that you made based on your seas of misconceptions and imprinting. What is contemporary for you it's completely foreign for me. My time period, my culture, they're all gone. And that thing we are orbiting is not my pretty blue planet. I mean, all of this would be a science fiction daydream to me back when I was, properly alive. I did that math, I was 97, the day you were born. And how many decades has it been since then? Is this whole thing a case of zombies stealing babies out of the womb or an infant robbing a funeral? Where does the forcep end and the grave begin between us, darling? And I must say, if you can't relate to someone from your own time period, if only a 10-year difference, then imagine how I feel. Do you know what it's like to have that much of a cultural gap? You could have programmed me to, know all of these modern things, to be properly contemporary, to understand people. I was really smart for my time, and maybe that's why you liked me, but now I'm as socially graceful as a baby deer. Never mind the physical clumsiness of being in zero gravity. And it's really, really cold in space, It's dark, and I was accustomed to a warmer sun, and not just the radiation cooking us in this glorified microwave that you call a spaceship. I mean, luckily you gave me inorganic body parts, and I do thank you for that, but I can't help but wonder if you'll be okay. Has medical science fixed that issue for you? Or what about that whole bone density thing? Speaking of being inorganic, if you really did your history, you would have known that I loved food. I feel seeing food, sensing its compounds in the air, taking in the abstract art that is its infrared radiation. Now food is as good to me as a marble still life sculpture. And it's things like that really, really hurt. Why did you choose to build me and not, say, Emperor Beyonce or St. Bob Ross? I mean, personally, I would have chosen to bring back Josephine Baker because, she's physically nimble and quick to adapt to new languages and cultures, and that smile is its own sunshine. Okay, yes. I admit I'm glad you kept my silliness intact. Hence why I said that this all is a purgatory and not a hell. Also, you kept my artistic talent as a growing skill and a learning function rather than that old-fashioned AI replicating. And yes, I have evolved away from my usual subjects to devote myself to still life. But, you often paint things that are on your mind, whatever they may be hiding. But yes, back to the question you never answered. I'm not asking why me out of anger or a spiraling identity crisis. I'm really just curious. I'm your favorite artist? Wow, that's actually really simple. And it really tickles the part of me that is still deeply narcissistic, which is historically accurate, so I'll take that. But, thank you. It really is flattering to hear that. It never gets old. I'm glad my work has outlived me so much, so long as it hasn't been adopted by, political groups or anything. It hasn't been adopted by political groups or anything, right? Right? Okay, alright. Thank goodness. Alright, they did put my work in the public domain though, right? Like I asked in my will? Nice. I knew I picked the right executor. Okay, speaking of fan art, I did see that sketchbook of yours. Baby, you know which one. You know which sketchbook. Come on. Wink, wink, say no more, say no more. Aha, yep, that sketchbook. Well, it's fine. I did the same kind of thing. It's good art. I mean, you could do more studies, but artists usually have to do studies. Okay, some critiques since I'm your favorite artist. And seeing that these are all depictions of me, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, first page has me in my high school senior marching band uniform. Yep, that's right. The intergalactic Wikipedia page said that picture you base this on was from my college. Nope. You should have known that my college didn't have a marching band, which did depress me deeply, but yeah, that picture I would chuck into the waste paper basket. Next up, me in my fast food uniform doing something vulgar with that milkshake machine. I actually like this one, not gonna lie. You did depict my college self as a thin, hungry, extremely manic little pixie creature. The realism and the satire of the pinup genre mixed together really smoothly. Okay, let's see. Now here's where the money is for me. You have me and all of my history waifus in a polyamorous bisexual cuddle pile, and everyone is focused on me. Baby, this is worthy of the first Renaissance. And, those poses? You didn't hide your hands this time, and the layering is so dynamic, positive, and negative space is all interesting. Bless this picture. If I had money, I'd give you every cent to own it. Alright, doodle here of me doing the Charleston with H.R. Giger. Love it. Me in the Lose Control music video. Amazing. Then you have some self-insert naughty art with me and that ex of mine for some reason. Yeah, I know you read my biography, and I know that I hated that ex. Honestly, I really don't get that particular pairing, but this is one of the better pictures that I've seen between you and the rest of intergalactic DeviantArt. Okay, let's see. Moving on. Oh, this one makes me sad. You wrote "scrap this" all over it, but you finished it anyway, and it's my favorite thing of all time. This comic has so much merit. You have me and my favorite poet owning a plot of land with a fancy double wide and at least 10 pet goats and an attack donkey and a pet obese cat. And, oh yeah, I know there's no real plot, but do you really need plot when you're working with art and poetry? And my God, baby, you do those two at the same time. Oh, love it. I wish this was around during my blue epoch, or so the intergalactic art historians call it. Either way, This comic is mine, and I'm going to hide it before you decide it's too cringy to exist. Which it isn't. It doesn't soothe the aches of being officially an alien. When, quite frankly, to me, you are the alien, but it does give me a place to see my silliest, most Mary Sue guilty pleasure fantasies. Nobody in my time ever got it so damn personal, downright embarrassing at times, but overall, so damn right. Lord knows they tried, and none could make fan art of me like you do. All the way here in the distant future, long after my time came and went. And I wonder, was it out of respect that you kept me as me, or mostly me, but desperation that stole me from the inevitable return to nature, so that you could have your version of me, who, I remind you, is not me. I mean, ethically speaking, one could think of me as a cold, dead thing that doesn't care what you do with my memory, who begot another cold, dead thing that doesn't care what you do with me at all, because I'm a gynoid and computers only do what you tell them to do, even when the humans try to program imprinted pseudo-self-awareness. Speaking of things you want but don't want, I went ahead and posted your poem I found on Interstellar YouTube. What? I mean, yes, some people could see it as cheesy and bad, but I really like it. Hear me out. Battles across her heart wage, on and on, flappers dancing, poet soldier strong, her heart an eternal golden age. Hey, no, give it back, no, let me finish the poem. Let me finish it. Let me finish the poem. You gonna let me read it? You gonna be good? Alright. You behave now. Where was I? Her heart an eternal golden age. Landon Decker paints Josephine Baker, flanking Robert Graves. See? I love that stuff right there. Why do you think I tolerate you after all? Oh, don't worry, baby. I'm just kidding.